Hi, I'm Greg. I'm with Green Acres Nursery and Supply, and this is my partner in crime here, Patio Patrick.
Hey, Greg.
And we're going to talk about seeds. Seeds are the lost art, but seeds are amazing, and this is why we want to tell you a little bit about when seeds come in, and what they're going to do for your garden, and how they're going to make your garden life completely amazing.
Yeah, I've been getting into seeds recently. Tell me about these guys here. Who makes these seeds?
Well, we carry two seed companies. We carry Botanical Interest, and we also carry Lake Valley. They're both seed companies out of Colorado. Actually, Botanical Interest, Curtis Jones, if you're watching, the owner actually worked for Matsuda's, which we're part of. And so our Botanical Interest seeds have a lot of their start here in Sacramento. So what we're going to talk about today is we're going to talk about the seasons with the seeds, because believe it or not, there are seasons with seeds. Mm-hmm. Patrick, who is Mr. Patio Guru, is going to talk about vegetable seeds, and I'm going to talk about flower seeds, and we're going to introduce you to the amazing world of seeds.
Cool.
So,
and here's cool. Green Acres Nursery and Supplies. We set you up with all the material you need for seeds, whether you want to do these pots here. We have these trays and these domes. You can get a heat mat. You can get a timer. You can get everything you need to get started for seeds.
Okay. Well, what we're going to talk about now is this different seasons for seeds. Believe it or not, the seed racks change during the season. Right now it's August, and when you look at this video, whenever we put it out on social media, it'll be the time to actually plant the seeds. These seed racks were changed in late August and September. And so these are seeds that you want to buy now for planting in the fall. And I'm going to talk a little bit about winter seeds that you want to plant now. A lot of people come in and say, well, California poppies, I really love them. Well, this is the time to plant the California poppy seeds right now. Also nasturtiums, which are amazing and beautiful, and actually you can eat the flowers.
I was going to say the flowers are really peppery, but they're delicious.
Sure, and they do a little bit better if they're planted. If you start them in like pots, they do a little bit better in the summertime, spring and summer, if you get them going through with a little afternoon shade. For all you Bay Area people, and people go to Europe a lot, they do extremely well here is Love Lies Bleeding, which is a really, really nice, gentle flower that you plant in your yard right in the fall. This plant just keeps producing and producing and looks amazing. And also too, sweet peas, which I have right here. And another really great thing about planting seeds is, so you come into the nursery and you buy your pansies or your violas in the wintertime. So you have winter color throughout the year. Well, our pansies, we have a great selection, but in the seed form, you can actually find other varieties that you can actually complement and plant in with your flowers. Like this particular blue pansy, which is called Got the Blues, which is really sort of neat. So, you know, I get invited to gardens a lot. I've been with Green Acres Nursery and Supply and Matsuda's for 40 years. And so I've really had the opportunity to check out gardens in the Sacramento area. And some of the most amazing gardens, the most beautiful and the most interesting, the people use seeds. And the seeds differentiate everything because it's just really adds a lot of zest to your planting. So, you know, it's just a lot of fun. You come in, you look at these different seeds that are available this time of year, and you're just amazed at the selection.
This rack looks beautiful with all the color just is on the paper.
And one thing great about our seed companies, whether it be Lake Valley or Botanical Interest, they have such great information on the seed packs. Planting instructions, descriptions.
Shows you when to plant.
Yeah, just everything. So it's really easy. So don't be intimidated by seeds. The greatest thing I hear is when I introduce a customer to seeds is they take it home and they come back and they're all excited because, hey, it came up, it was beautiful, it was fun. You see people come in here who totally get hooked on seeds. One of the things that I always also tell people to do is before you plant your seed, get like a paper towel, put some seaweed extract on it, let it put the seeds in, let it sit overnight, and plant them. You don't get the damping off. You don't. The seeds just take right off. So that's one of the secrets that we have. Well, why don't you talk about vegetables?
Sure. Speaking of secrets, though, I use this Mycorrhiza. Once I put my seedlings in the ground or into a new pot, this inoculates the soil with the beneficial fungi, Mycorrhiza, and that's going to help the plant uptake nutrients through that fungus. And so a lot of times, let's say people don't really have the time or the know-how or the motivation to do a fall or winter vegetable garden. Here's a great alternative. These are cover crops. A lot of people call these green manures. So the idea behind these cover crops are you recover the nutrients in your growing beds by planting these and letting them grow through the winter, and you can kind of just let them go. This is a crimson clover, and then this is the fava bean, and we have these big cover crop packs, and you can get a blend of different cover crops or you can get specific cover crops. And the idea is that before you start planting in the spring, you can kind of tear down, dig in your green manure, as they call it, and that provides the base nitrogen for your spring and summer vegetable gardens.
And one thing I gotta add is that if you have a vegetable garden in the summertime, in the wintertime, your garden looks absolutely beautiful. It looks absolutely beautiful with beautiful red flowers that go through the wintertime. So your garden doesn't have to look ugly and weedy in the wintertime. This keeps the weeds down and it makes it look really beautiful.
I did my first cover crop this past January with buckwheat, and it was great. It was a native California buckwheat, and I spread the seed out, and there was all these beautiful flowers, and it was in a growing bed that I had planted tomatoes last year. So I wanted to recover that bed because things like tomatoes can really zap the nutrients out of the soil. Here's some cool seeds that you can start for your fall veggies. Here's some bok choy and some broccoli. August is a great time to start your fall veggies protected in seeds. You can get a dome, you can get your pots, your little starts and your 6-packs. And in about late September, you can start to put those in the ground. Same with your leafy greens. We have some really good selections of kale and spinach. Here's a big pack of arugula. I'm gonna pick this up today and make sure I get my arugula ready for the fall vegetable planting. Even though it might be really hot right now in August, and it's can be hot in September, it's good to start your fall season vegetables early inside in protected areas. If you know what you're doing, you can start them outside. If you're using the seaweed extract, if you're laying straw down to cover and keep moisture in the soil, you can be really effective at growing seeds in the late summer, early fall season and have a beautiful fall crop. Fall's the time to plant. So remember, folks, grow happy, grow healthy.